And your question is, I'd like to have your idea. I'm creating a course on Udemy and currently have 3 ideas for the course title. The course title, and what Tien is doing here is he's providing me with what's called an A/B test. So when I used to have my online article for Inc. magazine, my editor would always ask me to provide him with several different titles for an article. And he would A/B test them, which means he would take title A and title B and send them to a group of people and ask, which title do you like better? And what you can also do if you want to A/B test is you can send out a title to all of your LinkedIn contacts or friends, email-wise, and just take a poll. What title do you like better? Or you can go to surveymonkey.com and you can set up a custom survey and you can pick your demographic, the country, etc., and send out a custom survey to ask other people all over the world. It costs a bit of money, but if you work at a big company, that you can usually write it off. Yeah. So your question is, what should you title the course? Option A is Unity Machine Learning. The basics of artificial intelligence can think like human. Option B, Unity Machine Learning, build AI that can learn the strategy. And then option C, so this is an ABC test, Unity Machine Learning, build learnable AI tips and tricks. Yeah. So what I would say is you have to kind of think like your potential customer, your potential students, in terms of what are they going to search for, what keywords. And so my gut here, and I could be wrong, is a lot of people, if they want to learn about AI, some of them might type AI, some of them might also type artificial intelligence. And in Udemy, you can also put in, there's a certain limit on how long your title can be, but your subtitle can be a bit longer. So maybe in your subtitle, you want to include the words artificial intelligence from an SEO perspective. Yeah. Also, what I recommend doing is find out who the other people are online that make a commensurate course like this one and look at their titles. Look at the top selling teachers' titles on these courses just to get ideas. Obviously, you don't copy it word for word. But what I recommend is the courses that do best are the complete ones sometimes, right? The ones that are comprehensive. And so that's why a lot of my courses are called the complete whatever course. So you might want to think about that strategy as well. You know, it can be, I'm going to make this up here, the complete Udemy machine learning course. And then in brackets, learn artificial intelligence the fun way, if that's enough characters. Or maybe you can add that as well in the subtitle. But you want to make sure you A/B test it as well. Now, if anybody is interested in making courses on Udemy, what I've done is I've created a couple of free courses for you, okay, on how to create an online course. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to look through my courses here, and they change the order up every now and then. But I want you to look for 2 courses. And I made them in tons of different languages. Okay, it's 40 tips on how to teach an online course. And I made just a ton of these here in many languages free for the whole world, right? I have one in Arabic. Here's the English version, 40 tips. I have one in Russian, I have one in just a ton of languages. I invested a lot in this because I care. I really do believe that education fixes all problems in the world. I'm not doing this for the money. I love what I do. I did it in Portuguese. I did it in Spanish, Italian, as well as French. Anyway, that sort of thing. And then there's another course here called, here it is, another 40 tips on how to teach an online course. And these courses are based on 40 mistakes, 80 in total because there's 2 of them. One's called 40 tips. The other one's called another 40 tips. These courses are based on 80 mistakes I've made teaching online so that you can work smarter and not harder when you create an online course. Now, one other thing I want to tell you about is this. When you look at the ratings, I can't seem to find the ratings here. Where are they here? But in general, whenever you look at ratings or reviews, here it is. I want you to actually look at, hey, Melody. Melody's one of our students we get here on the weekly call too. I want you just to look at the 1% ratings for my courses, okay? And I want you to make courses like mine that are better than mine. So if you want to make business courses similar to the ones I've made, the best place to start is to look at the 1-star reviews because I've got a ton of those. And look at what my weaknesses are, if anybody wrote them, right? So find the weak, and I love this because this is kind of like, educational Darwinism, and the student wins. So anyway, read through all the negative reviews I have on other courses. There's not that many negative ones in this one, but boy, I promise you there's just a ton of negative ones in my other courses. Read those first before you create your Udemy course so that you can, work smarter, not harder. And the bottom line is it's all about giving the student the best experience possible. Yeah. Competition's good for the consumer, always, and the student.